Hello, welcome to the Mark Janard Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to talk about a hacker that will never be able to visit a playground again. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is Raidforums, who is Conor Brian Fitzpatrick, how did Conor Brian Fitzpatrick get involved in hacking, how to protect yourself from hacking forums, and how you can identify phishing links more effectively. This guy did some pretty dark stuff, so brace yourself. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So what is Raidforums, right? Raidforums is an English language black hat hacking forum founded in 2015 by Diogo Santos, known online as Omnipotent. The forum was a significant hub for cybercriminals to buy, sell, and exchange stolen data, including personal and financial information such as bank account numbers, credit card details, login credentials, and social security numbers. It was known for facilitating discussions on hacking topics and distributing data breaches, hacking tools, and other illicit materials. Raidforums operated openly on the ClearNet, which made it more accessible compared to other dark web forums. It amassed over 530,000 registered users by the time it was shut down. The forum was monetized through advertisements and a tiered membership program that provided higher tier members with elevated access to its content. In early 2022, law enforcement agencies, including the FBI and Europol, seized the domain and infrastructure of Raidforums as part of Operation Tourniquet. The administrator, Diogo, who we just talked about, was arrested in the UK and faced multiple criminal charges, including conspiracy, access device fraud, and aggravated identity theft. Following the shutdown, a copycat forum named Breach Forums emerged, but it was too eventually closed down after the arrest of its administrator. The seizure of Raidforums marked a significant disruption in the marketplace for stolen data, but it also led to the migration of its users to other platforms such as XSS, Exploit, and Telegram, where similar activities continued. Now, who is the subject of today's video? Conor Brian Fitzpatrick, right? He's a figure in the world of cybercrime, a huge figure, particularly known for founding and operating Breach Forums, a major hacking forum that facilitated the sale of stolen credit card data and hacking tools, right? Here's some of his background and criminal activities. He's a 2021 graduate of Peekskill High School and was arrested in March 2023 at his home of Peekskill, New York. He faced serious charges, including conspiracy to commit access device fraud and possession of child, that child sex thing? Yeah. On July 13, 2023, he pled guilty to multiple charges, admitting to hacking and selling private information of millions of individuals and companies through his forum, which boasted over 340,000 members at its peak. The forum served as a marketplace for cybercriminals to trade stolen data, including sensitive personal information, bank account numbers, social security numbers, the whole 9 yards. Fitzpatrick activities reportedly affected millions of US citizens and numerous organizations. So, when it comes to the legal proceedings and sentencing following his arrest, Fitzpatrick was initially released on bond but later breached the terms of his release. He subsequently incarcerated ahead of his sentencing. In January 2024, he was sentenced to 20 years of supervised release, with the first 2 years under home confinement and a probation or prohibition on internet use for the first year. His criminal activities and the subsequent legal actions highlight the ongoing challenges law enforcement faces in combating cybercrime. How did Conor Brian Fitzpatrick get involved in hacking? So, reportedly, he became involved in hacking through his creation and administration of Breach Forums. It's a major hacking forum and marketplace. I would say, he got a little bit of it through the Breach Forums because remember, that was his thing. And it grew very prominent, right? It grew to a very prominent platform for cybercriminals to buy, sell, and trade hacked and stolen data and other contraband. Remember, it's not only social security and stolen data, it's other things too. So Fitzpatrick Forum facilitated the sale, sensitive information, child things, right? Account details, social security numbers, and login credentials. So he also provided services and tools for gaining unauthorized access to victim systems. Fitzpatrick profited by charging for forum credits and membership fees, acting as a middleman in transactions and directly selling access to verified hacked databases through a credit system administered by the platform. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and like button. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and like button. So his activities were not limited to the forum. He also engaged in direct communication with users to advise on monetizing stolen data. For instance, he suggested trying to extort money from victims before selling stolen records if they refuse to pay. This hands-on approach and his role in facilitating and profiting from cybercrime contributed to his deep involvement in the hacking community. What happened. He did what he did, reportedly. How can you protect yourself from hacking forums, right? To protect yourself from hacking forums and potential cyber threats, you can follow very key strategies that I'm going to outline right now. These measures range from basic to advanced and can significantly reduce your vulnerability to attacks. So let's talk about the basic measures, right? Use strong passwords. Ensure your passwords are complex, combining uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Avoid using easily guessable information such as names or common words. Do not, this is, and you know, we all kind of fell victim to it before we know, but do not reuse passwords across multiple sites. Again, do not reuse passwords across multiple sites. Enable two-factor authentication, also known as MFA, 2FA. Use 2FA wherever possible. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, such as a fingerprint or a code sent to your phone. Keep software updated. Regularly update your operating system, software applications, and security patches to protect against known vulnerabilities. Be cautious with links and emails. Never click on suspicious links or attachments in emails, even if they appear to be from a trusted source. Always verify the sender's email address and contact them through another method if in doubt. Now let's look at some of the intermediate measures. Use a password manager, right? You have Bitwarden, you have Dashlane, you have 1Password that can help you generate and store strong passwords securely. You can install security extensions. Use browsers like uBlock Origin to block malicious ads and trackers. That's a good one. Now, I don't know how effective this next tip might be, but hey, it's worth trying because we're in 2024 and we're moving on, right? Reduce online visibility, right? Limit the amount of personal information you share online. Adjust privacy settings on social media and other online accounts to restrict who can see your information. Regularly monitor your accounts. Check your accounts for unusual activity and use services that notify you of data breaches involving your information. Now let's look at advanced measures, right? Use VPNs. Virtual private networks. A VPN can help protect your online activity by encrypting your internet connection, making it harder for hackers to intercept your data. You can also employ anti-malware tools. Use reputable antivirus and anti-malware software to detect and remove malicious software from your devices. You can also practice safe storage and disposal. Avoid storing sensitive information in easily accessible places. Use encrypted storage solutions and ensure proper disposal of all devices and data. You then can educate yourself continuously, right? Stay informed about the latest cybersecurity threats and best practices by following reliable sources and communities focused on privacy and security. Now, here's the thing. As an adult, you should know this, but you should also teach your kids this so that they are also better informed and understand how to do the landscape of the internet. So by implementing these measures, you can significantly enhance your protection against hacking attempts and maintain better control over your data or digital security, and your kids too. That's very important. Now, how can you identify phishing links? Because this is one of the most popular cyber attacks. To identify phishing links more effectively, you can employ several techniques. Carefully examine the URL. Check for subtle misspellings or alterations in the domain name, right? Like for example, if Amazon.com and there was like a 0 there instead of Amazon, the O. Look for unusual top-level domains or random character strings in the URL. Verify that the URL begins with HTTPS, colon, and then the // and has a padlock icon. though this alone doesn't guarantee legitimacy, right? And also hover over links before clicking. Place your cursor over a link to preview the actual destination URL without clicking. Compare the display link text with the URL to spot mismatches. That's what I have for you today. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Once again, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe. See you on the next video.